Welcome back to The Thermostat with Jason Barger. If you're currently on a commute, a walk, or just a micro break in your day, glad you're making time to step back, to think, and to reflect on the next steps on your journey. I've never been more convinced. The best leaders and team cultures in the world are the ones that make time to step back and calibrate their thermostat. I hope today's conversation leaves you feeling grounded and inspired. Now let's dive into today's topic to engage our minds and hearts in order to authentically lead and create compelling cultures wherever we are in the world.
Hungry dogs run faster. Hungry dogs run faster. I can see the poster. I can see it coming out of the coach's mouth. I can see the business leader or the sales executive saying it. I remember this traditional line of thinking because it's a great quote. The coach or the leader or the parent or the sales leader, the executive, whoever it is that you're thinking about, I can see them saying this quote, and it usually then, right afterwards, they go on to cite examples. They give you examples like Michael Jordan's work ethic of the number of shots he used to take, every single day in an empty gym. The way that he would work out on his own, lift weights even on game days. They would cite things like the late Kobe Bryant's fierce drive, just fierce competitiveness and drive to be the best. They'd cite things like LeBron James's dedication to taking care of his body. They say that he invests over $1 million each year to invest back into taking care of his own body, his vessel in his striving for greatness. Business leaders and executives and people, they cite Steve Jobs' insatiable desire to innovate and bring something to life that didn't exist. They cite Taylor Swift or Beyonce, their rise from an unknown singer to becoming a relentless songwriter, obsessive tourer, and ultimately pop star queens. They cite the hustle and scrappiness of entrepreneurs, of movement leaders, and change agents. Hungry dogs run faster. It's a great quote, no doubt about that. It's a great quote, and in fact, I really like the quote. I just don't think it's exactly accurate. Let me explain. There is no doubt that hustle, quickness, and quote-unquote going for it are necessities to be successful in most things. I know for a doubt in my own journey, whether or not you think I'm successful or what level of success I even think I am, let alone you are, I know that in my own life to be good at anything that I've tried to be good at, whether that was as a former athlete, whether that was my first job that I had, whether that's being a husband or a father, or currently the work that I'm doing right now to develop leaders and cultures, everything that it takes to be good at something absolutely requires hustle and going for it and taking risks and doing things. No doubt about that. And if you want to be elite at something, certainly not saying that I am, but if the strive is that you want to be elite, you want to be the greatest at what you do, like those examples that I gave, Michael Jordan, if you want to be the top performer, the best at whatever it is you want to be the best husband or wife or father or mother or friend or salesperson or business leader or community leader, if you want to be elite and the best at something, no doubt there will be signs along the way of your hustle, that it will require grit, it will require resiliency, and a fast pace along the way. I have no doubt about that. But where I challenge the thinking, or at least offer my adaptation of the quote, is that I don't think it's just about running faster. Hungry dogs run faster. My adaptation of that quote is that I don't think it's just about running faster. The message can quickly become construed that becoming great, becoming successful, becoming quote-unquote elite at something is just about running faster, doing more, go faster, do more, go faster, hurry up, go faster. This kind of thinking just feeds the myth that I believe, the myth that, quote-unquote, the faster I run, the further I get. I believe it's a myth. For every example I gave earlier, every example of those people, who are elite, have become elite at what they do, and any other example that others use when they cite this quote, I could give you 10 times the examples of those who are spinning their wheels, or in the past have spun their wheels, incessantly running, trying to go faster and faster and faster, yet hardly going anywhere. They are on a treadmill. We all know people, we all know examples of people that it's not the fact that they're not running hard, they're not working hard, they're not running as fast as they can, they're trying every day to do more, but the reality is that they're running incessantly faster and faster, but they're not really going anywhere. They are, in fact, on a treadmill. So I'd like to adapt the quote to say, hungry dogs run with more purpose. Hungry dogs run with more purpose. When we peel back the true onion on elite performers across sports, music, art, business, education, politics, movement makers, and change makers, it is not about running faster. It is about running with more purpose. Hungry dogs run with more purpose, more clarity, more efficiency, more drive, more commitment, because they truly are hungry. It's not just about being faster or hungry just because of the race. It's not just about being faster. It's about staying focused on a greater purpose, a mission, a goal, a drive. Purpose outperforms aimless activity every single time. I'm going to say that again. Purpose outperforms aimless activity every single time. The term elite, quote unquote elite, is thrown around a lot in today's world. Everybody talks about wanting to be an elite performer, wanting elite performers, wanting people on their team or in their organization or their company or they want everybody to be elite. And we marvel at those who have risen to the elite status in their profession. We admire and we marvel at elite athletes or elite musicians, elite leaders, businesses, and impact organizations that are elite at creating and meeting real needs in the world. We marvel at these types of people or these types of organizations. We talk about the elite and about striving to be elite. And really, who doesn't want to be elite at something? The truth is, many of us may say we want to be elite, but the reality is we aren't truly committed on a daily basis to not just run faster, but to run with the type of purpose, the type of grit, and the training that it requires to become quote-unquote elite. Everybody may want to be elite at something, and some will even get up every single day and jump on that treadmill and start running faster and faster and trying to do more to quote-unquote to become elite. But the reality is the reason why the term elite exists is because not everybody is willing and or focused enough to not just run faster, but to be focused with more purpose on the drive, the goal, the impact that they're truly trying to make. So not everyone can be elite, truly by the definition of the term, but every human can run with more purpose. not just faster for the sake of running, but to run every single day in our lives. Again, depending on who you're trying to be or what team you're trying to be a part of, you can not just run faster, but every single one of us, and we may not be elite, but we can bring more purpose to what does it mean to be a father, a mother, a husband, a wife, a friend. What does it mean to be the type of performer that you want to be in your job, on the team that you work with every single day? What type of culture do you want to be a part of creating? What kind of impact are you hoping to make in the world, on the people around you, in your business, and in this everyday effort that we put forth for whatever it is that you wake up to do? Not everybody can be elite, but it's not just about being faster or the sake of running. It's about purpose. And every single one of us, every human human being on the planet, can run purposefully. Not just faster or for the sake of running, but purposely, thoughtfully, intentionally. So like every time on these podcasts, I want to leave you with some questions to ponder for this week along your journey. What purpose motivates you right now in your life and your work? What purpose motivates you? Are you and your team running with purpose, or just trying to run faster? What intentional actions would help you run with more purpose? Remember, hungry dogs don't just run faster, they run with more purpose. So what are you hungry for?
Thank you for listening to today's podcast, and I hope the messages and questions stimulate positive change along your path. As always, if these messages resonate with you and add value to your life, I hope you'll help amplify them throughout the world. Please rate, comment, and share on whatever podcast or social media platform you're using. And share this podcast with the people in your life or work who should be part of these conversations. That way, this spirit does, in fact, spread. If these messages or developing leaders and culture would be helpful to your organization, or you have a question or comment about this podcast, please contact us at jasonvbarger.com. And remember, we all are ambassadors for the culture we want to create in our life and work. We have to own the vision we want to be a part of. The future of leadership is you, is me, is us. Be a thermostat.